Lord have mercy. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Wiley Show. Listen, we have a show today, and of course, we're gonna open up the phone lines, allow you to call in, right? But make sure you thumbs up the video, and also make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. Now, we're gonna be getting into Iggy Azalea is still talking. We're gonna be also getting into Khia and addressing some things because we were mentioned in her live. Okay. And so I just want to say thank you to everybody that's here. Like literally, I am up and just ready to just get into some topics in this live. Okay, let me first of all get into Iggy, right? Iggy is back, talking. Let me go on the neighborhood talk because let me be clear. She was doing a lot of talking on her live yesterday, and I was very disturbed by her saying all of this stuff when it comes to this, but she definitely has some more stuff to say. So we're gonna listen to what she have to say. Now, she is talking yet again, talking about the side chick and different things of that nature. So I want to listen to this because this is sad. This is this is a woman that have been pigmatized, and he pretty much just got her out here looking crazy and her responding and all of this just make her self look really really foolish. Let me see if I can bring this up right quick so we can listen to this together. All right, let me screen share this really quickly so we can listen to this together. Right, there we go. Got my hot coffee here. Let me do this right quick. All right, all right, all right.
Is that while I was in Brazil last December and Jordan was in Miami recording in the Hit Factory, Little Miss Brandy, you and your friend whose profile name I will get, and yes, I will put you on Front Street too, that is coming my way soon, were both in the studio, but he wasn't fucking you yet, Brandy. He was fucking your friend who apparently, y'all real tight, you go everywhere together. He was fucking a friend and you were there with her for friend support, right? Now, I have always wondered how it came out in December last year that I was pregnant and that I was having a boy. So what I'm hearing now is that the reason why that came out is because Brandy's friend, who was getting fucked in Miami while she was there by my man at the time, got fucked raw, and my man started freaking out saying, I'm having a boy, this can't is that while I was the plan B, she's got to take a plan B. I guess you took the plan B, right, sweetie, because there's no other baby, I assume. But you both were already in the mix in December while I was 5 months pregnant, and you very much knew that this man had a full girlfriend, lived in a house with her, and was having a boy. Y'all both knew that, but you besties that got flown out on some thought shit to the Hit Factory December 2019. I guess he must have started fucking you in February because that's when I know that somebody else who's famous that you fucked, who I will not expose, was hit up and asked if it was okay if he fucked you too. Please stop fucking lying, trying to clear your name as if this shit is kosher and you didn't know any fucking better, because I will keep pulling receipts. I will keep pulling them, and I have them. The only reason why I don't just put them on blast is because people tell me this information. I'm not trying to throw them in the mix publicly because these are well known. The plan B, she's got to take a plan B. I guess you took the plan B, right, sweetie, because there's no other baby. I people that be telling me this shit, but I can if I fucking really need to. You know the shit is true. Don't make me pull up receipts, bitch. Keep it cute and tell your family to get the fuck off their stories trying to sub me about shit that they should not be concerned with. So I guess the girl that he fucked, that he said, please, please, you need to take this plan B. I'm having a boy. I have a girl. Don't ruin my life. She takes the plan B. And then next thing you know, a week later, boom, it's in the press. I'm pregnant and I'm having a boy. Mind you, this motherfucker wanted to blame me at the time and say my people must have leaked it to the press, but it was really that you're just trifling and some slut bucket that you dumped a fucking load of comment in Miami and made take a plan B, ran to the blogs and told them this shit. Crazy. The thing is this, if you want to be a hoe and if you want to be a groupie, be a hoe and a groupie. Like, say that shit, be that shit. I really people that be telling me this shit, but I can if I fucking really do not fuck with bitches that pretend like they came in some kosher situation and are innocent and did the right thing. Y'all are the most unkosher trash bucket bitches of all time. You fucked a man who not only has a pregnant girlfriend, but your best friend was fucking raw in Miami. Like, what kind of man do you think this even is? Y'all know. But y'all defending this man and going up for him. That's wild as fuck. You really are dumb as fuck. Like, yo, that's crazy. Do not fuck with bitches that pretend like they.
And she got the receipts here. And I don't know what this is just right now, but I'm crazy right now. Y'all better fall F back, take a seat. Don't ever bring that kind of mother. I am into question. You got me effed up. So this is like some receipts that she have in here. I'll bring it up. You got me effed up. Drop them, girl. Drop them. So, oh wow, it's this to me is I'm really thoroughly entertained. You know, now she talking about Brandy friend, the side chick friend was screwing Playboy Cardi. Okay, so now it is even more people to this mix that Playboy Cardi is slinging that peen unprotectedly with no Trojan or no Magnum. And Iggy is mad because she not getting screwed by Playboy, so she's bitter. So now I don't think that he screwed Brandy's friend. I personally, unless I see the receipts to prove that he screwed Brandy's friend. I think Iggy is just doing this because she's bitter, and she's trying to sabotage his album release and try to rain on his parade because she was left at home for Christmas and he was out there and she was stranded in LA. And you know, women, no matter the color, they get kind of bitter. I think Sis is really bitter and she's out here because he not out here paying her no mind that she's no longer the main chick. Okay, she had his baby and he's treating her worse than a side chick. That Playboy is treating Iggy worse than a side chick, and Iggy is mad. So what Iggy is doing, she is just trying to see whatever sticks. Okay, she is out here putting out information, whatever sticks, she's blowing it out there in the blogs, knowing that is a very slow news day. A couple of days it's been very slow in the media because of the holidays, knowing that every blog is going to post it because they are desperate for content because it's been a very slow news day. It's really been slow since the holidays. Celebrities really don't be doing nothing. They just be posting their new cars that they bought, new jewelry, etc. So it's really not no mess around this time. But she picked a good time to say this because now the world will pay attention because we not really paying attention to nothing else. This is the only thing that's pretty much that's in the news in hip hop that Playboy Cardi is screwing this girl named Brandy, and Iggy is mad and pressed about it. But that's what you wanted when you wanted that black man. You wanted that black experience. You thought he was gonna be all committed to you and all of that. Now he's treating you like Shaquisha from the hood. Now he's treating you like somebody from the projects. And now you got to be out here just like all these women that be getting out here with these no good men that be slinging that ping with everybody else. They get online and they try to diss them and throw them under the bus and it make them look stupid because all it does is make more women reach in their inbox, be going in their DMs, and putting, throwing their underwear and they yoni and whatever else at them. Okay. That's just what it is. She even sounded like Shaquisha from the project. And you did that, and you snapped with Brandy best friend. She snapped with it raw, and I know what's going on. And you gonna do me like this, and you let me for Christmas, and my baby was in LA, and we didn't know nobody in LA. Let me tell you something. Now she from Australia, but she picked up that spirit of Shaquisha from the projects. She picked up that spirit of Shaquisha getting cheated on by her baby daddy, and she didn't picked up that spirit. Now she out here looking crazy, and now she got the baby and all of that, and she just looking all sad. And let me tell you, if he do one more thing, I'm gonna come on back. Y'all not gonna shut me down. No. I'm like, this lady is clearly scoring black women. I think she really picking on this persona, but that's the price you pay when you want to get that black peen. You want to get somebody that ain't committed. He was good, look, probably did you real good down there. And I'm hearing that he don't just like women only. I'm gonna drink to that. Let me drink a little bit of coffee. Let me. I heard that he didn't even want to eat her yoni, that he wanted to go out with Lil Uzi and play a video game, that she wanted to give him some of her yoni and he refused to be with her, and he wanted to go out and play a video game with Lil Uzi. So obviously the man probably not into women only. I'm just saying that. I don't know to be factual. I don't know to be any fact, but we were in our production meeting. Most of the producer was like, Wiley, I think the guy is not into women only. So when I was looking at his picture, with the red hair and all of that, yeah. I don't know. I just my man up there got red hair, red drip, and he refused to eat your yoni, but he go with Lil Uzi and play a video game. Obviously, it's something there. Either your yoni whack, or either he want to play with Lil Uzi. Okay, which he did, went to go play video games for Lil Uzi and whatever else. You already know how it started out with the trade. You go and play a video game, you smoke your little green, and you get it in, you play with each other and all that type of stuff. That really, really goes on. So I really, really feel for women. I really, really feel for Iggy. And Iggy, keep talking. At first, I told you to stop talking. You ain't gonna stop talking because you bitter. You're gonna talk. You're gonna be coming out with some more stuff tomorrow. Okay. You're gonna be coming out with some more stuff tomorrow. I'm just saying. Okay. He can like both. If he like both, that's him. If he like water, if he like yoni and beef, you can like both. I don't see a problem with liking both. But I just said, it's just my opinion. I think he goes both ways. Now I could be wrong, but I could be right. Okay, and I feel it in my spirit that I think he can go both ways. That's just my my humble experience with that. Now him just screwing, he have a certain type. Peen is peen, and I really feel for Iggy because it's making her look crazy, but she brought it upon herself. She probably knew this man was a cheater, but you probably thought my yoni is more tighter. I'm white. I'm from Australia. He will never cheat on me. I'm not Shaquita from the projects, but he cheated on you multiple times, according to you. Not only did, according to you, that he cheated on Brandy, but he screwed Brandy's best friend, and he did it raw. But when you were talking yesterday, he was screwing you raw too. So that means it's a whole lot of rawness going on with no protection. And if your man out here screwing all the way raw, you need to be cautious and go get tested. Not just go get tested for COVID. You need to also get tested for every disease that is on the market. Because if your man is out here screwing all of these women with no protection, you need to be going to get tested. Because that's a lot of screwing. That's a lot of screwing, and all these people ain't clean. So I'm just saying this. So Iggy, before you ride on Playboy Peen again, make sure you get a blood test. You got to be cautious because anytime somebody just screwing this person, screwing that person, ain't wearing no condoms, ain't wearing no, you know, you got to be very cautious of that. Right, ladies? You know, don't be very cautious. I don't care how good it is. You don't want to be burning or you don't want to get something that the shop won't take away because that's still out here running rapid. Now, come on now. You take your time. Don't be just out here running rapid and ratting, peeing and all that unprotectedly, and your man is a cheater. Don't do it. Do not be ratting your man peeing if he is known to cheat on you, woman. Don't do it. Don't be so quick to pull down their pants and you put your mouth on it and he just stick it in this person, that person, that person. Then when you wind up bumpy and sick and burning, don't come up there and talk about, oh, I think I got the Rona. You ain't got Rona, you got something else. Okay, so just be very cautious, women out there, and I just want to like know your self-worth. It ain't nothing, ain't because you don't want to be riding no dirty peen and you gotta wind up in the hospital. You gotta wind up getting shots and taking pills. Like I'm just saying. All right. So this whole Playboy thing slow down, but he ain't gonna slow down. He still want to play. He ain't gonna stop until he gets some bumps and burns. And he's probably still then still gonna screw. I'm just saying, just be very cautious. And they just sitting here just fighting over this man and all of this. And Brandy, don't get me wrong, Brandy is good looking. You know what I'm saying? And Brandy, you be very cautious. You know, you are a good looking woman. You know, don't be out here just screwing this man. You good looking, but you know, be very cautious because if he's cheated on Iggy, he's gonna cheat on you. He's not gonna have you only. He's once a man start to cheat, he ain't gonna say, "Well, I'm gonna stop cheating because I'm with you now, baby." He gonna keep that going. It's in his loins. It's in his spirit. And if he don't stop, all he gonna do with you, Brandy, is cheat on you. And it's the spirit is gonna keep on going, and then you gonna be wind up on the internet dragging him for screwing your sister or your friend. All right. Oh Lord, this is really sad, y'all. Okay, and this is just the truth. Like, just don't be out here doing nothing. I ain't got to worry about because I ain't out here just sticking and just sticking and sticking and sticking. No, 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 no. Because it's out there, people, and you got to be careful. There's so many people when it comes to Black women. They lead in HIV positive rates. It's Black women lead in HIV. The new cases, Black women lead in that department. You got to do your research, right? And so that's what I wanted to say in this live, just to help somebody. Because somebody right here, they keep on just letting that man just come at you and he just out here just screwing everybody. Don't put your life at risk. It ain't worth it to put your life and your health at risk to satisfy a cheater. All right. Let's go ahead on to the next set. Don't put your life at risk to satisfy a cheater. Because if he gonna cheat, close them legs up and say, you ain't coming in this sacred place until you stop cheating. Take that peen somewhere else, but you ain't putting that in me and you putting it on everybody on the block. Then you gonna come to me and stick that in me? No. Understand your self-worth. Your body is the temple. Don't let your temple get infected by a dirty peen. They ain't gonna like this type of teacher, but it's the truth. Don't let your temple get infected, then you come out scratching. You come out itching and scratching. Then you end up getting the Rona and you got the burns. That's too much. You got the Rona and you got the itching, you burning, and all that type of stuff. Like, come on now. I don't know what's wrong, man. I'm just burning down there. You know what's wrong with you. You was riding that dirty pig. Then you go to the doctor, you go lie and talk about, well, I ain't been doing nothing. I'm gonna be honest with you, doc. I ain't been doing nothing. I just been at home. No, you been at home riding dirty pig. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go on. So, I was up minding my own business. I'm always just up, literally minding my own business, resting, sleeping, just got over the holidays. And really listening to all my holiday records. I'm out of the holiday spirit, really putting in my book of what should I, become, and writing down what I'm gonna be in 2021, what we're gonna accomplish. And then I get a phone call from a producer, and they said, you need to watch Khia live. I said, okay. Because Khia is mentioning you in the live. And I was shocked. And I'm like, Khia is mentioning Wiley? Oh, no, you got it. So I went over there, and I'm halfway asleep. And people were super chatting saying Wiley loved Khia. And this bitter black woman, she's black and she's a woman, bitter, was in there, and she was like, I don't like Wiley. Wiley's from the B sector. Excuse me, ma'am. Let me school you and update you, because you probably haven't been on the internet since forever. Okay. Let me school you. I haven't been active in the B sector for months. Okay, ma'am. For months. And the people that you're mentioning no longer even on YouTube, but let me school you. Now, she was like, yeah, Wiley hater. I have been defending Khia on this show for a long time. I didn't just start defending Khia. I've been defending her for years. You can go back and rewind the tapes. So how dare you get on your platform and say I'm a hater, ma'am? You don't know me to say that I'm a hater. Sit there, eat your breakfast or whatever else you was eating, your crab legs or whatever, but don't mention me unless you have all the facts. You did not have all the facts. You were trying to impress Khia, but trying to drag me. But we don't see how you look, sister. We don't see how your hair look, how your face look, how your lips look, how your nose look, how your body look. You just sitting there behind the scenes talking. You're not the star. We're there to see Khia. And you sitting there just talking because you wanted Khia to drag me, but she didn't drag me. You sat there drag because you were mad because I'm in the B sector. But you probably was over there sucking it all up, super chatting and cash apping and watching the B sector because you said the B sector. So you probably was over there in the B sector watching everything in the B sector, just laughing, kiki and everything. But when you got with Khia, you trying to throw the B sector under the bus. That's some phony fake stuff. Don't try to throw the B sector under the bus when you were in the B sector, watching the B sector, consuming the B sector content. But now you get around Khia, you trying to discredit the B sector. Lady, you fake and phony. Okay. And then she said, oh, he got a cock eye. Everybody know I have a cock eye. That ain't no read and nothing like that. Come with something new. And you probably single. Ain't got no man nowhere. That's probably why you was over there with Khia, because you probably want Khia to come down on, that's you probably single, don't have nobody, and you just want to talk about Wiley. I don't want you, ma'am, because you probably not broke, but you probably broke and everything like that. But if you want to come over here, bring your purse and over here, and we can talk about it. But she was just sitting there talking, and Khia was like, well, I don't know Wiley. Who is Wiley? She didn't even know me. But this hater, it's always this is what I don't like about this YouTube stuff. It's always some people on here that it don't really be the content creator. It be they mouthpiece. It be they lap dog. It don't really be the content creator. And when I rewind the tape, Khia wasn't dragged because she didn't know of me. She know of me now. I bet she's probably in the bushes watching. Okay. And she was like, yeah, because the B sector is thriving. Y'all don't know who the B sector is. It is a sector where YouTubers talk about each other. It's not really the same when I was on the B sector, because when I was on the B sector, let me give you an example how the B sector used to operate, okay? T.S. Madison had an event. I'm going to give you an example how the B sector used to be back in the day. T.S. Madison had an event at a club, right? And it was a YouTuber by the name of VS. She went to the event and she said, Wiley, they had chicken bones in the cup, that it was no chicken, that it was chicken bones in the cup, and that it was mistreatment at this event, that it was trash. So the woman came back and said one of T.S. Madison's staff members was carrying a weapon. and that she had multiple weapons in her purse. This was all on the beef sector. So we all breaking the story down about the chicken bones in the cup scandal. To the point we applied so much pressure on the beef sector that it got to the Chateau T.S. Madison, and T.S. Madison had to respond and say, hey, it wasn't an official Queen Supreme Court event. It was a promoter event. This was the beef sector. So then the promoter of that event went to VS, which was a blogger in the beef sector, said this is what happened. She said Funky Dineva was on cocaine, snorting coke, that he left the facility and he said, girl, where's the coke at? I need to get high. And that's what the promoter was saying, because the promoter started to drag Funky Dineva under the bus and said that he wanted to get some of that candy dust up his nose. That was the beef sector back in the day. So we were just talking about the situation. We wasn't dragging Khia. We were just talking about the situation, and it was really, really lit. And we were talking about how T.S. Madison she should have more security, that it represent her. This is her event. Whoever is the promoter or whatever, we're not going to know all of the logistics. She's the face of the Queen Supreme Court. So if something goes down, if the chicken is ate up and it's chicken bones in the cup, that it represent her. This was the beef sector. So that particular blogger, VS, was talking about the situation, and Funky Dineva came out of the bushes, went on VS show. And Funky Dineva was like, girl, what's going on? Everything, do you need a refund? And then then VS was like, do you know who Shelly? No, and Funky Dineva said, quote, I don't know no Shelly. He said he didn't know no Shelly, because Shelly said she was the CEO of the Maddie Mob. That's what she said. But that was the same Shelly that, according to VS, had weapons in her purse, showed up to the event with weapons. This was the beef sector back in the day. This was the beef sector. So they were talking, and then T.S. Madison came out of the bushes. She came out of the bushes. She jumped out of the bushes, and she said, girl, what is your end game? What is your what is your end game? Girl, I know what you're trying to do. You're dropping your cash app. You're dropping this and this. What is your end game? Well, this is what I want to tell you. I had a bad experience. It was chicken bones in a cup and all this. And so her and Maddie was into it, going back and forth. And then VS, she clicked T.S. Madison off the air. She booted her off the air. It got so bad with so much controversy from the beef sector that Maddie refunded VS back her money. It was really bad in the beef sector, but it was nothing about Khia and all of that. Now, when Khia and T.S. Madison were together, the beef sector, we did talk about Khia and Maddie and the Queen's Court and how good it was. And when they broke up, we was like, Khia should have came on the platform and should have stayed. I even said, maybe Khia was right that you having all them different spirits in your home and having all them different guys in your home, because that's when Dr. Larry Reed went to our house. Y'all remember that? And his co-host at the time, they came with different equipment, and T.S. Madison said, we want to upgrade from the iPad. So they upgraded from the iPad to some camera equipment, and they had this camera system, and then they had Monique. She was there. And then at the end of the episode, let me drink some coffee, just bringing back memories. And then at the end of the episode, T.S. Madison broke down and she started to cry. Like, oh my gosh, I don't understand. I bought all this money. I bought all this equipment. Girl, are you gone, Khia? And Khia said, I'm gone. I'm gone. What do you mean, Khia? You gone? Yeah, I'm gone. And Monique was like, I want to speak to my sister. I want to speak to and Khia left. T.S. Madison was crying, and she was like, Monique, is there any way you could come back tomorrow? And then Monique said, oh no, my dear sister, I can't do it tomorrow. I'm so booked and busy. Me and Daddy got something going on. Oh, you can't come back tomorrow. No, my dear sister, I just want to tell you, oh, don't cry, Maddie. And Monique was recording it all on her Periscope. That's when they had Periscope. She was recording it all. Do y'all remember that? So it was a lot of controversy. So I was there reporting it in real time. So Khia left, and it was a big, like, y'all don't understand. When they broke up, it was big news. Because you have to understand, when Khia and T.S. Madison were together, the Shade Room was posting them. Every blog was posting them because Khia was a celebrity, and Khia was just dragging Trina, just everybody. Khia was dragging. So it was a lit show. But let the record show, I never dragged Khia. Never dragged her. We always show her love. Now, as I'm messy, yes. Do I have said some messy things? Yes. Was it messy for me to help my friend? VS was my friend at the time, and she said she had a bad experience with chicken bones in the cup, that she wanted some chicken, and she said it was no chicken, it was chicken bones in the cup. That's what VS said. That was her experience, and that was during the time we had that, that was what, last year, or was that last year or something like that? That was probably last year, and that's what the time. That's what the B sector was, right? So the B sector, we would talk about different things on this sector. Whatever thing would go on, we were talking about it. When we weren't talking about each other, Khia and T.S. Madison was a big subject in the B sector. But me, I never diss Khia. Never. Many people accuse me of being Khia. Oh, that was 3 years ago. I'm talking about when the chicken bones in the cup. Was that 3 years ago? Okay, that could have been 3 years ago. Wow, it's been that long. Many people on this platform accuses me of being Khia. I'm about to be messy in this. We got to be messy. Can we be a little bit messy? We're going to be a little bit messy in this episode. So Armand and Maddie, let me give you a little history. Armand and Maddie broke up, and he was dragging Maddie. It got so bad that he dragged Maddie for filth, saying that Maddie hired a rapist on her show because he's obsessed with rape. He always, when he want to get you together, he always got to bring up something about rape. That's what he does. He said that Maddie hired a rapist on her show, and he started to drag Maddie. Then he started to get Samantha James. She was high off crack, got her and interviewed her to diss Maddie. Y'all remember that? Mm-hmm. So they got back cool, and he said the reason why I diss Maddie because she didn't invite me to Thanksgiving to eat no Thanksgiving food. I was hungry. I was so hungry, and Maddie didn't invite me to eat no Thanksgiving food. Maddie didn't invite me to eat no Thanksgiving food, so I dragged her. So they both got back cool, and I started to drag Armand. I just dragged him. And according to Armand, he called Maddie, and Maddie said, "Is everything all right?" He said, "Now you understand what I was going through when you were dragging me for filth." Maddie, she's always going to get you together in her way. She called him from the chateau, and she said, "Now you see what I was going to go through. That's why I got Khia in the contract." Because Maddie, word on the street, that Maddie got Khia in the contract saying that she can't book with Khia and everything like that. So Armand, before the pandemic, he started telling promoters, we can't be booked in the same room. That's what he told promoters. He said, we can't be booked in the same room. If you're going to book Wiley, don't book me. That's what he said. So he put on his Twitter, come on, baby, I'm being messy in this live today. I be in Mexico, they'll let you know these people be talking about Wiley in basements and chateaus and rented rooms or whatever. They be talking about me. So they had a conversation and put my name he literally got my name, my government name in a contract saying that we can't be in the same room. So he got my name in a contract saying that we can't be booked because he said that I'm his Khia. Y'all remember that? Because when Khia striked his channel, he was so angry. And his B&B squad, they took the side of Khia. Because he started calling Khia ugly. He started saying all this nasty stuff about Khia. Khia struck him, and then his audience, they took the side of Khia. Y'all remember that? They said, no, you was wrong. You should never play her content, etc., etc., etc. And Khia went live and said, strike, 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 and all of that. And his audience, moderators included, they all took the side of Khia. So he had to come back and he said, you know what? I'm not going to talk about Khia no more because his audience flipped on him. They took the side of Khia. Y'all remember that? I know I'm messy, but I know I'm so telling the truth on this Sunday. And they said all this, and he said, well, Wiley is Khia. That's what he said. And I took it as a compliment because number one, Khia is beautiful. Number one, Khia is successful. Number one, Khia is strong in her ideas. Number one, Khia is in a position where she turns down deals. She don't take every deal. She turns them down. When WeTV allegedly, when they reached out to Khia to do a reality show, Khia turned it down. When VH1 or when Bravo reached out to her to do Love and Hip Hop, she turns it down. Khia is in a position where she don't run to these opportunities. If she feel like it don't align to her beliefs, she turns it down. Because in Khia world, she don't want to be in the industry like that. She want to still have her own voice on her own terms. That is what Khia is about. And so when people say, oh, Wiley is like Khia, it's we both Scorpios, and I'm not that obsessed with celebrities, not in my nature. If Cardi B come in my inbox and stuff, I'm gonna talk with her. I'm gonna say, can she come on my show? But I'm not gonna lose myself because she sent me a little DM. Right? So we have that same spirit. So I'm just giving y'all an idea, but let the record show I never diss Khia because Khia is a boss. Many people say I'm Khia. You know, I'm like, why you always saying that? That's a compliment because Khia is a queen. Khia said, send me 10 stacks. If you want me to, Khia said in her live, she said, if you want me on the Wiley Show, send me 10 stacks. Well, we don't have 10 stacks, Khia. We got $10. We'll send you $10, but we don't have no 10 stacks. So my producers were in the chat. They were defending me, and people were just saying different stuff. Most people didn't even know who Wiley was. But if we had 10 stacks, we could have easily get Khia on the show, but we don't have 10 stacks. We got $10. Now, she said if I had 10 stacks, she would sit on the couch. I wish I did have 10 stacks. I will give her the 10 stacks to bring on the show. She's a hot interview. Because when Maddie does interviews, most questions that they ask her and bring up, they bring up the Queen's Supreme Court or the Queen's Court. They always bring that up. No matter what interview that Maddie does, they always bring up Khia. And they're going to be talking about Khia forever because they worked together and they did something so awesome. It revolutionized the internet. They broke records on the internet. They will have 20 to 30,000 people watching them live on Facebook. So they broke records online. So when Maddie would do interviews, they will always bring up Khia. Always. They never do interview. I've never seen her with an interview where they did not mention Khia. They have to mention her. And then Khia was like, oh, don't say her name and all that. But they couldn't because Khia is a superstar. She helped Maddie's career because WeTV would have never called Maddie if it wasn't for the success that she had with Khia. WeTV would have never called Maddie to do a show on any network, would have never knocked on Maddie's door if it wasn't for the success of her working with Khia. In my humble opinion, that is the truth. If it wasn't for that show, it started in upstairs, then they went to the basement, which they should have just kept it on the iPad, because the show would have still been running. And you have to understand, Khia moves slowly when it comes to change. She have to really understand this is something to want to do. And so when Maddie wanted to change things up so quickly, that was a turnoff for Khia. Khia did not like the changes that Maddie was doing. Them black women should have communicated better, but Maddie was on another road. They both was on different journeys. But if they would have just kept it on the iPad, they could have still been live and still been breaking records, right? They could have still been breaking records. And so when black people, when people would say, hey, Wiley, you like Khia, I take that as a compliment, baby. I don't take that as a read. Because Khia is in a position where she turns down deals. She don't rush it, because like some of these bloggers, I'm not going to say their name, but they are so excited. They want to be celebrities. They want to be celebrities. They want most of these bloggers, they want, and Maddie is one of those bloggers. She want the red carpet. She want the pictures. She want the fame. She want people asking autograph. She want that life. Khia was a part of that life once, and she don't want that life. See, when you already experience that life and you already know the depths of that life, you don't want to run quickly back to that lifestyle, because you already experienced that before. She was already in the industry. But Maddie, she want to be in the industry, and she ain't the only one. It's other YouTubers will say, hey, I want to walk the red carpet. Even Armand, he would say, hey, I want to walk the red carpet. I want people to know what I'm wearing. If I'm wearing Bugatti or Nike, I want them to say, what are you wearing? But if it's a black woman event, the first question that black women correspondent will ask, why do you call black women monkeys? Because black women is powerful, but he ain't get that awakening yet. He's going to get it. Once he goes to the next level, they're going to bring that back up. Why did you call that black woman OG a monkey? They ain't bringing it up now, but when he get another deal or something, that's going to come back up. The same thing, the library comes back up. That's definitely going to come back up. Mark my words, it's going to come back up. And it's going to be some powerful black woman, and they're not going to like what he said. He said that. And it's going to be a test for him. Just mark it in 2021. You're going to hear that come back up. It's going to come back up. Okay. Y'all might forget about it, but when other part, they're not going to forget, because Jay Solis, every time he get a little deal, they bring up the stuff that Jay Solis said. That comes to territory. Okay. I've said some things it's going to come back up in 2021. It is what it is. But I will say this though, before I go. When that black woman, when she was discrediting me, she is a fan, right? She's a fan and everything like that. And she's a supporter of the show. And Khia, I'm glad she didn't take the bait, because Khia was like, I don't know who this Wiley person is. And because she was like, who was Khia? Obviously, if I could tell that Khia didn't know who I was, because she didn't even know that I was Khia. Because the lady was saying, oh, he's Khia. He's Khia. And I had a conversation with Tasha K, and we were on Clubhouse, and we had a conversation with Tasha, and we were sitting down on Clubhouse having a conversation, and she said, Wiley, I don't think you should get your eye fixed. And I said, I will not get my eye fixed, because it's a big part of my brand. I think it's a big part of my brand, so I won't get it fixed, right? Because obviously that lady got triggered and said, oh my God, he's cockeyed. She said it. She said it on the live. She said it while she was eating her food and drinking her green Kool-Aid. I don't know if that was green Kool-Aid they were drinking or a green drink. I don't know. But she was triggered. And she was triggered about the B circle. Now, maybe some I said in the B circle when they was drinking that green Kool-Aid, I don't know if it was a green, it looked like some green fruit punch. But whatever they was drinking, it looked good. You know what I'm saying? So Khia's doing shows and stuff. I might come down there and do a show with Khia. Who knows? But whatever that lady is or whatever how she look, hey, say what you want to say about Wiley. It is what it is. We didn't feel no ways tired about it. You still a beautiful black woman. And you know, if you single, you just keep on keeping on. Maybe you'll get your man one day, and it is what it is. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna open up the phone lines and allow y'all to speak. But this is the stuff that people be saying about Wiley. I told you 2021 is gonna be our year. A lot of people that know us, they will know us. Okay, it is what it is. Then you're gonna see it's gonna be our year. It's gonna be changed. Gonna be well. Some people that we were with are not gonna be with us in 2021. That just comes and that just comes. Everybody evolves. Everybody grows. But Wiley will be a part of the conversation. He will be mainstream in 2021. Okay, we're gonna be making some moves in 2021. So a lot of people that I'm cool with, maybe I won't be cool with in 2021. You live and you grow, and you grow, outgrow people. You evolve. It is what it is. But I hope you all be there for me for the ride. All right. All right. And we want to say shout out to Khia, and she's been doing this and been doing it so well. Khia been actually reading folks and talking about in a comedic way since MySpace. So Khia been doing this in a comedic way. What she does is comedy. You may not like her comedy, but it's pure comedy what she does. And one thing about Khia, she built a website and her people are there. It's some people, a lot of folks out here love Khia. They love her delivery. They love her roast and everything. It's some people that really rock with Khia and not going to leave her. I don't care if she in front of them bookshelves. I don't care if she on her phone. I don't care if she on that red couch. I don't care if she in that van. It is some people that will support, that is still supporting Khia for decades. And she's been doing this for decades. Okay? And we love her. Now, we don't have 10 stacks to bring on the show. Y'all don't give like that. I wish y'all would give like that so we can have 10 stacks, okay? Y'all don't give like, because some shows they charge for you to play their music. Some shows they charge you to get on the phone line. So I'm gonna have to start charging y'all a little bit more. Because over here, y'all just be for free, say what y'all want to say. You know, we start charging. Some shows, if you want your music played, you got to pay $50. Some shows, if you want to speak up on the line, you got a super chat $4.99. Y'all know that? Speak back to me in the chat. It's some shows that way. You ain't gonna get on there for free. So y'all should be thankful that y'all don't have to charge to speak to Wiley. Y'all can speak to me for free. Some of y'all call me for free on the show number. Just be calling me just to be called because you single, ain't got nobody. So you want to hear my voice, so we talk for free. And I don't charge you. I don't be charged. They charge for free. It's be for free. You call me anytime. If I'm up, I'll be talking. One lady I talked to, it was nighttime. Then it was the sun was out. And she woke me up on my good sleep. I shouldn't have asked the lady, but she wanted to talk. And I did it for free. But some of these other channels, you ain't gonna be able to call them for free. If you want to get a crystal out their backyard, you got to pay for that crystal. If some of these people selling cards, crystals, and everything else, and they selling it, so I got to get my game up. They selling crystals. And there's some places that you have to pay. So if y'all be thankful over here it's free. Let me open up the phone line. They be there, they're charging them like super chat your way to the top so I can answer your phone call. And I'm not mad because people they do it. So you can't be mad. I ain't mad. I ain't nobody hustle. But over here, if it's 20 callers or 30 callers, we try to get to each caller. Okay. Yeah. Y'all know who some of these platforms are. I ain't gonna say no name because y'all already know. Don't be talking about, I don't know what you're talking about. You know. You just want me to say the name so I can be messy. I've been messy enough, okay? But the show is gonna grow and we will have Khia on our show. Best believe that.
At your
Khia
show now, press 1
show.
to hear important instructions.
Your show is scheduled to start in 16 seconds.
Probably not gonna have to have security. If you big and bold enough to try me, you're gonna be big and bold enough to deal with these hands. Okay.
Your show will go live in
we
5
probably will have
seconds.
to get scared
4,
because some people they're just
3,
ignorant, right?
2,
And so
1.
we will travel more. Let me put the number on the screen if anybody
Blog
want to call
Talk
in.
Radio.
Anybody want to call in? Let me put the number on the screen and stuff like that. All right, and you call in for free. Okay, if you're an artist, you want your music played, we play it for free on Stationhead. Okay, because you can play your music. We talk about your music, uplift you for free on Stationhead. And we're actually number. Let me tell y'all the number that we is. Callers, if you're calling in, call in now. Turn me down the background. We are number. Let me check the number on Stationhead and tell you what number we are on Stationhead. All right, we are actually number. We're actually number 11 on Stationhead. We was at like 1920. We jumped up to number 11. So y'all are definitely watching our Stationhead show. So shout out to y'all on Stationhead. We actually number 11 on Stationhead. Shout out to y'all for that. Okay. Thank you. For the love and for the support. We're actually number 11 on Stationhead. God bless you. Thank you so very much. All right. So let's go to the phone lines. If anybody calling in, we got 2 callers in the queue. Let's go to it. Let's see what they have to say. All right. Give me a second. All right. 5840 caller, you on there?
Hey, Wally, I just want to say I was in Khia's chat and I seen when someone post the $10 super chat and it was a comment. The post said, the Wiley Show loves Khia, loves the queen. So I don't want everyone to think that you sent that super chat, which you didn't. It was one of your producers.
Right.
But
no,
someone was saying that you sent it to get a... Someone said you sent it to get a shout out. No, it's promo 101. Your producers love you. So why not send a little super chat? She had a lot of people in her chat on her live.
Absolutely.
So why not?
Absolutely. Because like they was like, oh, Wiley said, oh no, I didn't send no super chat, but the producers in the chat, and it's good promo. And I'm not mad. We having a conversation. It is what it is. And I think it's a conversation that definitely needs to be had.
Absolutely. And she also talked about another content creator, and that person was live too.
Yeah.
So, but good. I want to say shout out to the producers because they were in the building.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to the producers because I was literally asleep.
Oh, you were asleep? Yeah, we had to wake up the street.
I was in there resting because I was up like all night, like watching all these movies and stuff. But thank you all so much for that.
Is in the buildings, and don't forget about the mods. I've seen some of the mods in the buildings too, man.
Yes, shout out for that. Thank you so very much for the love, and thank you to the producers that have been calling in and showing us love. Okay.
And once again, the Wiley Show loves Khia.
Yeah, and we've been loving Khia a long time, and that ain't gonna change. It was just the lady, she was just bitter because of the B sector. And she probably was in the B sector super chatting and cash app and stuff like that. And the B sector be getting a bad rep, but I was giving y'all the history about how the B sector used to operate.
And also the person also said that you no longer exist in the B sector. You moved on. Now you're a celebrity blogger.
Yeah, that's exactly. And we've been moved on. So that lady,
you're doing good stuff now.
That lady need to take Khia lead, and she was like, "Y'all need to move forward and stop talking about the past." But that lady, her friend, was talking about the past because that stuff she was talking about happened 3 years ago in the B sector. That we in 2021. That stuff was we talk about 2018 or 19 something. That was in the past.
And then people are saying you're not known. You're known. Look, people know you.
Oh yeah, people know.
People in the chat is asking who is the Wiley Show? Who is Wiley? So now they know who you are. Come on over, guys.
Maddie knows us.
Hit that like and hit that
Maddie been knowing us for years. Her manager, before he was fired or released of his duties,
Gio.
Gio. He knows all these people. They be knowing us. Okay. They all gonna change once I get money and start having these industry parties. They're gonna be all up my butt. Oh my gosh, I love you, Wiley. Shout out to Wiley. Let's take a selfie. Let's get on TikTok. Let's do the Corvette and all that type of stuff. They're gonna just watch. Just when the money started flowing, I had these industry parties. They're gonna be y'all gonna be shocked. Like, golly, these people really like Wiley. They used to drag them. They want to be invited to the party because all the hot people gonna be at the party. I don't know if it's gonna be Megan.
Okay.
I don't know, but yeah, they're gonna be all
well,
right
at least you can feed the streets today.
Yes. And she was, you know what I'm saying? She was dragging a couple of people. Now, another blogger that she did drag, she did mention Storm with the belt, with the gavel and all of that. So
and the gavel, $100 gavel.
That'll let you know that she watches and she will be watching the Wiley Show because obviously what happened because that lady, I don't think you should be watching Wiley because that lady gonna be talking about Wiley. It is because it's in her, I'm in her mind, I'm in her spirit. So she gonna and so what they're gonna do to Khia gonna start. Let me see what Wiley's about. See what this Wiley's because she's gonna do her research. Because that lady gonna be like, "Don't you mess with Wiley? He's a fraud. He's a this and he's a." I've never been accused of fraud. How could I be? Never was
because she was like he donated.
Right. I'm like people were actually donating, saying that Wiley loves. If you're a fraud, why would you donate to people giving them money if you're a fraud? Usually you'll be telling them to give you money if you're a fraud. Like, come on now. That lady was just so misinformed.
And exactly.
But she probably in the bushes
and once
right
again,
now
the Wiley Show did not donate. It was a producer.
It was
donated.
A producer. I didn't donate. You know, I don't have 10 stacks. I don't have money just to give to people. I'm trying to build out my own stuff and, trying to get my equipment, et cetera, et cetera. But it was a producer. So this is why it's so important that you all have to be in these chats. Put your notification on, folks, and follow these people because
and have that screen record.
Yeah, because it goes down on the chat. And if you all want the timestamps of this stuff happening, I will give y'all the 2 timestamps. If you watch that that Khia live, is at this. You can go to the 17-minute mark, and then you can go up there to the 30-minute mark, and there.
36-minute mark, I believe.
Yeah, the 36-minute mark, and you will actually see it. Okay, and you actually hear it. So this ain't something that we made up. We were mentioned, and we had because you know how these bloggers. Oh, she wasn't talking about. Listen, we were mentioned, and we're talking about it. But this is just the beginning. More and more people are gonna be mentioned in our show.
Well, no, other people want to call in. Keep doing a good job because it was boring.
All right, thank you so much.
So now you got us up. All right.
Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to the show because you just never know. If you want to be notified when we go live, the mods are posting a number. 9271, calling on air.
Hey, Wiley, this is Seattle.
Hey, Seattle, go ahead.
And your name is in a lot of people's mouths here lately. You are popular.
That's how it be when you're growing. That's how it be. When you're growing, that's how it be.
Well, for those who are fairly new to Wiley or just now coming and enjoying Wiley, and you want to learn about the beef sector
right.
or know more about the beef sector, go back to Wiley's old videos at least about 8 months and further back. And that's where you're gonna see Wiley show out. He showed out in the beef sector. It was funny, and that's where you're gonna also learn about other content creators, because that's how I learned from you, Wiley, and going back to those videos. And I tell you, they're classics for me. They really are.
Yeah, that's true classics. Yes, thank you. They is.
Yes, and go ahead and leave Kyle nasty voice note.
Okay. All right.
All right, bye.
All right, bye-bye. We maybe need to start a GoFundMe for the 10 stacks. Hello? Who is this? Okay, you have to call into the show. I don't know if you want to speak. This. Oh no, it's the 646 number. It's on the screen. Oh no, it's okay. Bye-bye. That was somebody calling to speak up. All right, I thought that was Khia, so I said, oh, let me answer that. All right, yeah, when we do a GoFundMe and do for the 10 stack, I would love to have a sit-down interview with Khia because Khia, I would love to talk with her. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Greetings, Wiley.
Hey.
How are you, my love?
All right.
So I'm just calling because I was one of the producers who super chat Khia.
Okay.
There was another producer who super chat Khia, but what really matters, I'm outside. Are you hearing me
I can
clearly?
hear you.
Okay, because I'm on my headphones also because I'm outside in the street. Um, what's most important is that Khia mentioned your name on her show, and people who didn't know who Wiley was will know who Wiley is now. But the hater who was with Khia, I would have loved if Khia had shown her face. Then I would have super chat Khia again and let that hater have it. Because that's who I really wanted to know who that was. That hater that was in the background talking mess. And clearly she doesn't know the real story. So she's giving Khia wrong information.
And this is why it's so important to have your platform where you can clear your name on your show.
Okay.
Because clearly the lady was just giving out false information.
Talking about, oh yeah, he was those people over there. And the thing is, she is claiming I don't use my other name. People don't know me by my other name. So how can she say that? How can she say she know who I am? She don't know who I am. She is lying to Khia, and I like that. And I like that Khia really didn't know who you are. So she was like, "Who is Wiley? Why are you saying that about him? Don't say that about him." She don't know me because I don't use that other name. And she was like, "I know who that person is, but you don't know who I am because I don't use that name nowhere." I didn't even know my super chat worked because it wasn't working for a while. So I'm so glad you have your own platform that you can speak up. But I wanted you to get in there and drop a super chat too and say, "Hey, Khia," so that hater could have choked on her drink and go off the way she was behaving.
Well, we thank her so very much for, making it content, and we're responding to the video as well. Thank you.
Yes, Wiley, love you. I'm walking through the streets of New York, and it is freezing cold, and I'm about to go back in the subway, so I have to watch the replay to catch up on some of this. But I just wanted to call you. Love you.
All right, love
and
you too.
Love to all the producers.
Yes, love you. Thank you. All right, we are going to open up the phone line. So if you're calling in, the number is 646-716-8447. That is the number, 646-716. I got the number on the screen. So if you're calling in, there's the number on the screen. Let me go another person. Okay, 7572, call you on air.
Hi, Wally.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh my goodness, that was me that called your cell phone by accident, and you was like, "No, you got to call the other number." So it's good that I got through. I was on the, I was like with Khia since day one to see. I'm from Philly, born and raised, and I was following Khia when Khia and TS Medicine had that platform, and I seen the whole incident when the fallout happened when the Monique. When the Monique situation and stuff like that had happened. And everything that you had said, because Khia had spoke about it also, how the way it had with them. And I'm so glad that you had, cleared that up about the incident, because it was like a lot of mixed signals with people, because people was like twisting their own little words. So I'm glad that you had cleared that up. And I'm glad that you had brought it up also. But did you notice how the way Monique was also, like you said, and like Khia said, how the way she was in the back filming the whole incident when it was going down?
Oh yeah, she was filming the whole thing. Oh, absolutely.
She was filming the whole incident. And what burned me up about Monique is that T.S. Madison did say, can you come back? Monique could have said, "Hey, can I hit you up? Can I email you when I am free?" She didn't really care. She just did that for.
But again,
I'm sorry.
That's
Go ahead.
on Maddie's fault, because this is if I have Beyonce on my show, you only get one opportunity in a lifetime. You can't be like, "Oh, Beyonce, can you come back tomorrow?" You only get one chance. You got to make sure your stuff is working.
And you know what? And I'm glad that you said that, because even Khia told T.S. Medicine, fuck all that bullshit. Turn your laptop on and let's do the show.
Yeah.
T.S. Medicine didn't want to do that. Now, when you have somebody saying, "Hey, girl, put the laptop on and let's do the show like that. We don't have to be all, doing the makeup and stuff like that because the lights is all bright. You got us looking all camera ready. I mean,
right.
look
But
like
you know what? But
get
can
ready.
I say this, caller? What should have happened is when she made that transition, she should have waited until after she done the Monique interview.
But you got to understand, look at the people that she brought in her house. She didn't know them people.
Right, and they won. And
you
know what?
She didn't know them people that she brought in her house.
They failed her.
Right.
Those people failed her. They wasn't ready to do that type of production the way that she wanted. Now, if she'd had Roland Martin, that would have worked. But those people, they wasn't ready for that, and she didn't know. And of course, Maddie didn't even know about the production, about the new system. They should have never changed that new system until after they interviewed Maddie, then changed the new system and all of that. But they should have did it in the middle of playtime. It was that was a bad business decision.
Yeah, because I remember Khia said she walked in T.S. Medicine's spot, and it was like extension cords everywhere. It was like people running. You know, people just got to go back and watch the review of Khia breaking it down, and it was just like real crazy. But I also sit back and I analyze. And when you sit back and when you analyze, you'll learn a whole lot if you sit back and you analyze. And what I do is that. And what I see inside those chats, a lot of people wanted T.S. Medicine and Khia to break up because it was like a lot of jealousy, truth be told.
It was a lot.
And I'm going to be honest with you.
It was a lot of jealousy.
Oh, they didn't want T.S. Medicine and Khia to be on the same platform because there was a lot of haters. Do you understand? And there's a lot of haters on this YouTube. I sit back and I watch a lot of these people channels. I mean, I've never seen so many flip-floppers in my life. And everybody is shady and phony and fake. When I say fake, Wiley, this is my first time ever watching you. And when Khia and your name came up, because I heard the young lady say, "Oh, well, that's Wiley. That's the Wiley Show." I listened to Spiller Boy, James. I listened to him. Because I listen to him when he get down, when he read and wrote. I like him. I listen to Duchess, Kelly Love. I don't listen to the rest of them because they don't have that spunk. I listen to Jane. I listen to Duchess. That's it. You, my first time. I heard of you.
That's good. That's good that you.
I'm sorry.
That's good that you call in.
Absolutely, and I don't want you to be like, okay, well, why are you over here calling? I think that's great. I'm just being very honest with you. Yeah. I don't want to lie. Right. I'm just being honest with you. Khia, I follow Khia since MySpace. Okay, but it's an honor to talk to you, and I understand other people trying to get through. Yeah, go ahead over there and email Khia, and the Khia will sit down and she'll talk to you and stuff like that. And she'll probably review your show right now when she get home and stuff like that. Khia not a bad person, you understand? But it's certain people that want to. They messy. These people on here is messy. And I think you a nice looking chocolate man.
Oh, thank you.
Don't just because you got that caca. Don't think because you got that caca, you ain't a nice looking chocolate piece of eye candy, honey. You want soft chocolate piece of eye candy, honey. You hear me? Next time somebody trying to make fun of that guy throwing caca, honey, you bet your eyes like Betty Boo. You hear me? Bet your eyes like Betty Boo. Okay? You have a blessed one. Happy holidays, Wiley. It was an honor to talk to you. You have a blessed one.
Thank you so much. It was an honor talking to you too.
You too.
All right.
Have a blessed one. Bye-bye. I hope I talk to you again, Wiley. I hope I talk to you again.
Okay, you're always welcome to call in and talk to me anytime.
Okay, you have a blessed one. Happy New Year.
Right,
see you later, Wiley.
Bye-bye. All right. Bye-bye. Oh gosh, when I tell you, y'all, this show have been lit today, and you just never know. And I wasn't finding it. I was just laying in my bed, and they was like, "Oh, Khia is mentioning the Wiley Show," and I went over there, and And I saw it and I'm like, okay. And she was mentioning other blogs as well. And so I'm just glad that we was able to give y'all a little history lesson because some of y'all don't know. I'll give y'all a little refresher. Some of y'all don't know, and we like all of y'all. Thank you. And special shout out to the B sector as well, So let me put it in the chat. If anybody need anything for their credit, all you need, credit.com have a special going on. So give me a second. They have like a boot camp that's going on. They have a they have a free credit boot camp. So I'm gonna drop the link in there. So if anybody want to do step-by-step credit profile to get you 750 points in 4 days that she's running, so I'm gonna drop that link in the comments. So if you all need help with credit, she's very well. She gave me great advice as well to help boost my credit score up. So I'm pinning that video in the comments. So if you go and definitely go and check that out. All right. So if you need any credit help, make sure y'all go book her. That's all you need, credit.com. So make sure you all go check that out. So I dropped that. And then if you need any other information, I put it in the community wall. So on the community wall, it's up there as well. I put that in the community wall as well. So if you want to go check that out, you could definitely go check that out. All right. Did you ever get let me make sure people that said they send donations on the Cash App. So if you did, I thanking everybody. If you send a Cash App, let me make sure. I think everybody. So thank you so very much for everybody that sent it on there. But I want to say shout out to all the producers that are here. Make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you for that. I'm gonna bring this video to a close, but I'm just excited. I was not expecting to have a conversation with any of these people. Let me first tell y'all this: I'm entertaining. I don't hate any blogs, any blogger. I love them all. I don't hate any of these people, right? This is just comedy to give you a comedic release. But 2021, we're gonna be making some changes. We're gonna continue to give y'all great content as well. You funny and never ask for money. Thank you. And if you do want to give, you are always more than welcome to give, but I'm not going to beg you because people are going to give freely if you done great. Because y'all definitely, let me tell y'all this, my people definitely be sending stuff to that P.O. box, okay? Y'all be sending, whether it's a book, whether it's clothes, whether it's whatever, y'all definitely be in the P.O. box sending whatever in the P.O. box. So we want to thank y'all so very much. So thank you everybody that said Cash App's doing this part. Thank you so very much. And this helped the show grow. This helped keep the internet paid and every other stuff paid. Okay. But thank you so much. And we thank everybody for donating as well. So shout out to everybody that contribute to our show. Thank you to everybody that sent us stuff to the P.O. box. So if you're a t-shirt person, if you got a t-shirt line, send your clothes to our P.O. box and we'll wear it and we'll post it on our IG. So we have that as well. So it's available. So you can just go on our P.O. box and you can just send whatever you want to send to us. I want to give a special shout out to that producer that sent us that Mariah Carey book. I did get it. I didn't start reading the book yet, but I did put it on the I did put it on my desk. So I didn't read it yet. So just make sure if y'all have that Mariah Carey book. So we will definitely talk about that in our book club and stuff like that. So we definitely will be getting into that and talking about that as well. All right. Thank y'all so very much. We're going to close this show out. I will see y'all later. This was lit. All right. Let me go. Child, because my allergies is acting up today. It's acting up. 2021, I definitely need to get these allergies under control because my allergies are it's acting up for real. Let's go. Let me see. Let me bring this video to a close. Yes, I do read. I'm almost done with I'm not almost done with President Obama book. Let me tell you before I go. That book is it's 700 some odd pages. Don't get me wrong. I love President Obama. I love his him as the president. But that man, he goes in details. So if y'all want to read that book, it's a very lengthy book. It is 700 some odd pages, right? And he break it down about the financial crisis, etc. So, but the average, this is why I think a lot of people are not informed as voters. Let me say this and I'm gonna go. Because a lot of people don't read and a lot of people don't do their research. So the average person may watch the news, whatever the news tell them, that's probably what they will believe. It is something going on. Before I go, because I do want to mention this, it is a lady that's on social media. She claims that she a nurse. She didn't show no nurse credentials, no nothing. She claimed that she caught something from the vaccine. And the thing I was commenting on that, I'm like, where's her credentials? Where's her nurse's badge? Where's her information? Anybody can take a picture or make a video and put a mask on and say, hey, I'm a nurse. And when I took the vaccine, I caught something. Not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, so where is these people information? These videos just be traveling and traveling and traveling. Okay. I'm like, where is her, the information to see if she's a nurse. So it was a video somebody wanted me to report on, but I'm like, how do we know that this lady is a nurse? How do we know that she a nurse, that she got something from the vaccine? How do we know this lady is a nurse? It could just be a random woman putting on the mask. Okay. So I'm just saying, I'm not talking about the doctor. I'm talking about the nurse. I'm not talking about the doctor that died. I'm talking about the nurse that I saw a video of this nurse. Okay, she died after getting the vaccine. Nobody have heard from her since she passed or live. No, I don't. I gotta get more information with that, y'all. I feel like the book would be a dry read. Love him as president. No, the book wasn't a dry read. Actually, the book. Let me be clear with y'all before I go. The book is very good. You will read that book and you will get informed about what goes on in politics. He really breaks things down. He talks about the pressure on his marriage. If you into politics, even if you're not, you should read and get it from it. I read President Obama book, reading his book. I read President Bush book. President Bush be doing the good. I don't join the conspiracy theories and stuff like that, because when you say you're a nurse, show me your credentials that you're a nurse. Show me evidence. Show me proof. Because a lot of people out here be saying all that stuff and all that. And this is why a lot of misinformation. But if you work, let me tell y'all, all y'all people that got jobs, legally, they could require you to take the vaccine. If you refuse, they're going to take you off the schedule. Okay? Because they're going to take you out. Legally, they are required of you to take the vaccine. If you don't take it, you'll be booted off the schedule. That's how they're going to press you. And they said they can, that your employer can do that because they want people to be vaccinated. Right? It is what it is. She lied. She was just embarrassed and went into hide. Yeah, she's alive and all that type of stuff. If she was gone, they would have talked about it and stuff like that. So yeah, they are required. It's in there, and I knew it. Like some schools require you to be vaccinated to go to school. So we shall see. Okay, we shall see how that's gonna go. And we shall see how that's gonna go. What if you have listen, I have bad, terrible allergies. Like my nose will be running and running and running. It's like I need to take an allergy because I'm allergic to some things. Like my allergies, when I moved to Texas, my allergies got worse because it was never like this in Illinois. But it's terrible. They said they are making it lawful to require if you can do your job from home. If you can't do your job from home, they're gonna make it a requirement. Just like kids vaccinated, they're gonna do it. Okay, whether it is what it is. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat that I see. Shout out to all the moderators that I see in the chat as well. Thank you all so very much. Okay. Shout out to people that cash app and stuff like that. And the reason why when you give, we help to get better equipment. And another thing that I want to do, I want to travel more with the show and do sit down interviews. I had a beautiful time in Chicago when I interviewed my friends, and that was great. But it's one other interview in Chicago I gotta do, because this man got a his story is very controversial, and I told him, he said, listen, Wiley, it got to be a sit down face to face. I've been knowing him for a while, so keep giving so we can travel more and give y'all more content. All right, but I definitely want to interview him and his story, and I want to get the boyfriend too, but the boyfriend is on the list. Is on the list. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna just say this: his boyfriend is on the same list that Nicki Minaj's husband is on. Okay, and the story goes deep. So I'm trying to find the boyfriend too to interview the boyfriend, but I'm gonna do it like a separate because they broke up. But the boyfriend is on the list. He's on the list. Okay, and yeah, he's on the same list that Nicki Minaj's husband is on. So I'm trying to bring that to y'all in 2021. Okay. All right. Yeah. It's messy. It's very, very messy. Hey, boo. Hey to all. Hey, everybody. My sister-in-law is Aria, and she was saying she's not taking it, but it's required, and she's gonna do what she gotta do. Right. Okay. The registry list. That's what I'm saying. Okay. All right. He's on that list. And when I met the guy, very attractive, but I'm doing more research to see why did he get on the list and what happened. But this is what I heard. He had a relationship with somebody that was underage. I think they were 16 or 17. He was like 19 or 20. I forgot his age, but the family reported him and he got on the list. Okay, now he's homeless. It's hard to get a job once you're on the list. So he's very attractive. So I'm going to try to get him for a sit-down interview. Okay? I'm going to try to get him for a sit-down interview. It's very juicy. So you really going to see our show go to different levels for next year. Okay? Okay, he's on the list. Okay? He is. Let me see. Any other questions for me? I'm going to go. Because we talked about everything else in this live. I'm gonna get my nose together, take another hot shower because like my allergies are I'm just so congested right now. Can't live nowhere. Yes, when you're on the list, it's hard. And some people on the list because it's like everybody on the list for the same thing. It's different type of people on the list. I remember when I was living with my grandmother, she had her home daycare center, right? And so every 3 months or every couple of times a year, they would send us, the police will send us like a list of people that's on the registry list. So I was shocked to see all of them people on the registry list. I was shocked to see women on the registry list because they have your address and they have your name. They don't blot your name out. They put your address and they put your name on there. So I'm looking at people's names on there. It would be a thick thing. It would come in a big envelope of everybody in the area on this list. Right? So it was like they put it on this list. And it was like, and I was shocked to see women on the list. I'm like, women is on it. It was a lot of women on the list. So I saw it. Okay. Yeah. Well, don't forget too, I will be on Clubhouse tonight. So anybody that's on my Clubhouse, I will go on Clubhouse. That's an app you can see where they're all in your neighborhood. Now they have an app, I'm talking about like back in the day before it was app that you had to get it in the mail and all that. Because my grandmother, she had a daycare and they will notify her and stuff like that. All right. Shout out to y'all. Thank you all so very much. And I will see you all later. Peace. Make sure y'all subscribe. If anything else go on, then we'll come back for another live. Let me end this live right now. Hey.